Hey. 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 What are you doing? Are you ready? Sir, stop yelling. Okay, sorry. Tint stuff. Those shirts you sent me are fucking amazing. I'm actually so impressed. I've been looking for comfy black shirts. These are it. The Fresh Tea brand or whatever. Welcome to your own stream. Thanks. Hello, Devin. Do you read really long emails? Because I'm composing one now. Funny enough, I don't. I didn't send the shirts. I sent the blanket. Who sent the shirts then? Wait, really? The t-shirt brand is Fresh Tees, and they're super, super good. So, let's go. Hello, I'm Devin Nash. I'll be your guide through the industry today. We've got a lot to talk about, and we've got a special show coming. As I'm going to be talking to the University of Business Arizona, University of Arizona Business Chapter today at 7:30, which is the reason for the later stream, as I wanted to lead into that. Also, I still thought I had a podcast tonight, but Train canceled the podcast for Among Us. So if it wasn't enough that Among Us is ruining my experience of watching content on Twitch, it's now also ruining my life and my schedule. No, he moved it to Saturday, which is like the worst day possible for me. I'm not sure if I'm going. Still haven't decided. Hi, thank you for your most recent videos. Incredible info. Thanks, man. What are your thoughts about Spellbreak? Haven't looked into it enough. I only watched a little bit of gameplay, which looks pretty fun, but I don't know enough about the actual game to understand what it's going to be doing. So it's a weird TZ right now. We're in kind of a weird time zone, but it'll be worth it for people that are here that want to stay up, because the University of Arizona talk will be really good. It's like a Q&A with a lot of people from the business school there. I thought Spellbreak has actually been around for a while, too. I think it's worth looking into. It's incredibly fun with a high skill cap. I will, for sure. I'm definitely going to look more into it. Just haven't had time right now. We also have to talk about Ninja coming to Twitch today. And there was one more thing, right? Let me pull up my show notes. Uh-oh. The other thing was... What's up, Cubic? How you doing, man? The other thing was... Oh, yeah, we might do... I've decided to do a new series called State of the Stream, which is going to be a talk and YouTube video about the health of each streaming platform, because we get so many questions, like to the tune of like hundreds a week of like, where should I stream right now? Where should I watch content? Or people that are just interested in it. Like people that are just interested in like what is working out where. So we're going to do a new thing called State of the Stream, like every month or so. We're just going to look at like evolving market share, what YouTube's doing, what Twitch is doing, what Facebook is doing, and should be really cool. That was just an idea I had in the shower. I'm having like a lot of ideas right now because I'm using a lot less social media. Like, actually, I don't think I've ever not used my phone this little. Where I don't bring my phone with me to bed. I just go to sleep. I also don't take my phone with me or use my phone at all unless I need to when I get to work. So I have these like periods of time where I'm walking and I don't listen to anything. It's kind of the first time in my life that I've really had like an opportunity to do that. And I think one of the things that's pretty crazy is when you create a lot of space, how many ideas you have. So I'm starting to think a lot about some new content ideas for the stream. What do you do when you have to poo? Dude, I just go poo and I think about things on in the bathroom. I don't like the idea of taking a shit with your phone. Something about that feels dirty to me, even though I do wash my phone. I don't know if that's good, man. Are you into yoga? Yeah, I'm really into yoga. So, it's good to see you guys. How are you guys doing? Thanks for joining me tonight. Should be a very cool show, if not a little bit of a short one. And we'll be back tomorrow for Friday too. And then on next Friday is the Path of Exile launch, which means that's probably the end of my stream for the foreseeable future. So we'll have all week next week. I'll try to make some good stuff for you guys. And then after that, that's it. School is stressful, but these streams make it worth it. Good, man. I never understood mobile and pooing. Can't you just live in the poo moment? Yo, I vibe with Vasily super hard here, man. Not enough of us are living in the poo moment. That's the problem with the world today. Yes, I'm very excited about the Heist League. 100%. Yeah. Ethan Evans retired today. Yeah, he retired from Amazon, our boy Ethan. He retired on the 9th. He told me we're having like a little get-together for him over the weekend with my girlfriend and I and like his family. And we're just going to kind of celebrate his time at Amazon. Should be really fun. How long will you be gone? I don't know indefinitely, but I think probably going to end up being like a week or so. I don't think it's going to be that long. I'm not going to go into Heist super hard because I'm really into Eve right now. And my life is very balanced around how I play Eve. So I don't think I'm going to go super hard. I don't think I would be gone for like a month or anything. And I'll still be making YouTube videos. I'm trying to make one YouTube video a stream now. Stream Path of Exile? Nah, nobody watches my gaming streams. Not very interesting. I'm not a very good entertainer for gaming streams. So I just stream my core competency. When I'm at the yoga schools are closed doing the yoga or due to COVID, yeah, man, it really sucks. I feel that, man. I haven't been able to go to my hot yoga school since April, and it feels bad. Are you still a big Gary Vee guy? No, I haven't watched Gary Vee in a long time. You know, Gary Vee's content is like, watch my content as much as you need until you're ready to do your own thing. And then I don't care if you don't watch my content. I prefer for you to sort of graduate. And I think that I have graduated and I'm like in a cool place where I don't need to watch that stuff anymore. If he has a keynote speech or something, sometimes I watch him for industry insights, but I think I generally kind of understand where the digital media industry is going. Dude, people are sleeping on LinkedIn. You guys are about to flip the fuck out, man, when I tell you this. So Ethan Evans by no means is like a very big content creator. If you don't know Ethan Evans, he is the founder of Twitch Prime, one of my best friends, and he just got done with Amazon, and he made a post on LinkedIn. Let's go find this shit. That I want to show you guys. I don't fucking understand how to use this website. So this post right now, are you ready for this? Keeping in mind that this dude by no means is like a full-time content creator or even really posts regular content on LinkedIn. This post had 350,000 views. It's getting 15,000 views per hour. All it said, it was a text post. And it just said, last day at Amazon, a little bit of a story. 350,000 views. One post. So I'm saying, man, people are sleeping on LinkedIn super fucking hard. Seriously. Seriously. It's actually insane. He also showed me a post by one of his friends, just for the hell of it. Who has no brand at all. He linked me the post. So this guy, he says, got more than 100,000 views. And it's just a confirmation of his AWS certification. So again, this guy had no brand, 0 followers. Over 100,000 views, 1,800 likes and reactions, 177 comments. And this is comments from people that are professionals. They're comments from people that have money. Do you think there's a place for gaming content on LinkedIn? Yeah, I've talked about this before. I really do think that there's a place on LinkedIn for gaming content. I think LinkedIn is fucking busted and that every single aspiring content creator should use it. I should be posting every one of my videos on LinkedIn if I wasn't so lazy. I'm going to write myself a note to do that. It's free views, man. It's so crazy. It's because there are so many people on LinkedIn versus the number of content creators. So anything that gets posted to LinkedIn gets blasted out to so many people. And the engagement is so crazy too. Like, dude, 100,000 views when you have 0 followers? I wrote a post on LinkedIn as well. I was looking for new projects. Although I only had 10 impressions, I got 6 times my connections on views. Yeah, it's bananas, bro. It's so crazy. I mean, what's so nuts about this post, too, is it doesn't even follow conventional wisdom of, like, how to get a high engagement with a post. Because typically the way you would do that is, like, some kind of image or a video or some kind of, like, custom thing. How does LinkedIn... Yeah, but how does LinkedIn translate to any revenue? How does Twitch translate to any revenue? How does YouTube translate to any revenue? How does posting on Twitter translate to any revenue? Right? You can apply that. You're literally asking, how does social media make money? I think it's a pretty obvious answer about the... I don't think the value statement here is contested. I think the problem is that a lot of people sleep on LinkedIn and don't see it as like a viable social network for exposure and expansion. I thought it was just for learning and skill development. How does gaming fit into this community? So I think that this is one of the most common misunderstood things about marketing. We tend to think of people as these individuals based on where they live. So you can look at me, for example, right? Look at me on here. I need to change my title. But I'm CMO of Novo. I've got all this cool shit on my big history on LinkedIn. Like, here I am, right? But what about the fact that I'm a huge gaming fan? So if you posted something about Baldur's Gate 3, would I click on it? Yeah, of course. And why is that? Well, because I'm a human person, right? So, like, it's funny that we're on LinkedIn and we're so fast to define people by their professions. But people are whole people. They're entire people. They have hobbies, they have likes and dislikes. You don't just turn off because you log on LinkedIn. You don't just stop liking the other stuff that you like because you logged on LinkedIn. So, like, if you're a Dungeons and Dragons content creator and you post on LinkedIn, right, there's plenty of people that like LinkedIn. But the problem is that there's a ton of people that, like, the way they think about business is like, oh, people are segmented. Like, think about your behavior as a... Here, this is a Gary Vee quote. We were just talking about him, right? A lot of people feel like... a lot of people, they conduct business in a way that they don't personally behave. So, like, the way you personally behave is, like, you scroll through Twitter, you go on social media, you click things that are interesting to me, and yet nobody's going to think to post gaming content on LinkedIn. Because, why? Because this is not a place you post gaming content. People that play games are here. Here's the head of global esports. You think they're interested in esports stuff? We just don't make the connection. But these are human people, right? They're real people. It's in the same way that it's like not everybody is here on this stream for just like industry and business stuff. There's a wide, diverse set of things that people are here for. Some people are here just to shitpost. Some people are here for jokes. But I don't think that people think, man. Oh, we've got to update our... we've got to create a new post for how people can give me Plex on Eve and create the chat. And I got to pay those guys that did it. So our community has made some infographics for how to donate Plex. It's pretty funny. You go to LinkedIn not for gaming content, though, but for business stuff? Nah, you don't understand. You don't understand what I just said, the last talk I had. You don't go anywhere for anything. You're a person. You respond to stuff that interests you. You don't just turn off your side of the brain that appreciates gaming content because you're on LinkedIn. Right? This is Xenon Blues design, actually. It's super cool. Oh, yeah, Andy, dude. That's actually true. Haircutter starts talking about esports. I still care about it, even though I'm getting my haircut. Exactly. Dude, I couldn't have worded that better myself. Now we got to look for the Captain Turtle one. So, as usual, Captain Turtle is a bit more memed up. But we like it. Hey, Captain Turtle, how confident are you in graphics design? Yeah, I have to pay Turtle. Question mark? If I asked you to do like a talent card for someone, like talent that we represent, do you think you can make something look good for real, actual money dollars? Or should I hire someone that is... This is the reason I keep unbanning Turtle. Okay, I'll think about it. Over the next 2 weeks, I need to build out marketing talent cards for all of our talent at Novo. It means, like, if I have a brand on the line that's interested in working with someone like Arcadum, then I need to have a talent card with, like, Arcadum on it, and then it has, like, the stuff that he cares about, why he matters to a brand, pictures of what he does, case studies, stuff like that. It's kind of like my, have you guys seen my talent card? Isn't it ! Consulting? Yeah, I'll show you what one looks like. Well, this is like a really janky one because I made it and I don't know how to do shit. But it's like this one. So this is like how you would do it if you're in like document form. So like roles, stuff I speak about. So this is what I sent to the University of Arizona to get this talk tonight, right? I just sent them this and they look at it and they kind of get an idea of what I'm doing. I sort of answered my own question. I came here to learn about from you, but I tried Eve for the first night because, yeah, exactly. Like, we don't treat human beings as like these singular focused things, right? We treat them as entire entities. So you may come to me for business stuff, but I talk to you about Eve and you might give it a try because I have other like recommendations. How many people have tried green tea because I drink it every day, right? It's like that kind of stuff. Hi, I hope you'll read my email. It's hard to catch you online. I can tell that reading this email is important to you, so I will read your email. So we would need a way more like better version of this for our talent, but it gives you kind of an idea of what we mean. Oh, that's awesome, good guy. That's awesome. Speaking of emails, did you see one from a Maverick? I probably get like 100 emails a day, so I don't remember, man. I'm sorry. So we got to update the Plex card, and then I got to make sure I pay these guys. Would you supply the copy for each of the talent? Yeah, I think so. Which side of the Eve War are you on? No one knows. I don't publicly announce my alliance or anything. If someone is interested in working on the talent cards, can they reach out to you on LinkedIn? mylixiatv@gmail.com would probably be the best way, but I'm telling you right now, like, it's going to be super competitive. Like, you might as well design a version of the talent card and make it look, if you really want to work with Novo, because we're going to have hundreds of people. So, like, unless I see, like, a literal example, then there's no way. You'd have to actually provide, like, an example of it. I just have too many people. I'll stay here as long as I can. No. Dude, go to bed. Dude, it's like 4:45 where you're at. I'll read your email later. Don't worry. Is Turtle old enough to actually get hired for you? I don't even know. As a contractor? Can I hire minors? Is he a minor? How old is he? How do you manage to go through so many emails? It's really cool. Gmail has this feature called Archive. So I just right-click Select All, and then I hit the Archive button. It's really pretty easy to manage my emails. He's 17. I don't know if I can hire a 17-year-old. That might be too spooby. I don't want to get the government. The government, man. Dude, I promised myself I wouldn't go too hard into this. I am so sick of Among Us streams. I hate it. I hate it. And now it has canceled our podcast, so I have to come here to the office on a Saturday at 10:30 because TrainX would rather stream Among Us than run the Scuff podcast. I am so sick of it. I'm almost mad enough to post a YouTube video. I'm dead. It's such an ass detonating fucking Twitch meta. So fucking boring, but everybody watches it. Oh my God. I'm so tired of it. Every day that I log on Twitch, there's 15 streamers playing Among Us and I can't watch anything else. It is driving me crazy. At least when Path of Exile comes out, I can play Path of Exile. Oh, okay, Fodor, I got it. That's cool, man. How nice of you. This guy's cool. Here, hang on. And then Arcadum started his stream, and I was like, finally, good content. Arcadum starts playing Among Us. I'm like, no! Oh, God. I hate it. I hate it. I don't want to watch a single second of it. I don't think I've ever disliked anything on Twitch more. I'm getting frustrated with, like, that we moved the podcast because of it. Like, it's like, man, come on. There you go. Fodor, I gifted you a sub because you seem like a very genuine and nice person. I don't speak that language, but I assume it was positive. The podcast has moved to Saturday because Train is getting such good viewership. Oh, Vasily, thanks for the 5 gifted, man. I didn't expect any hype today because we're running a little bit later, but that's really nice of you. Thanks, man. Are you excited for PoE? Very much so, Icon. Yes. I think it's going to be great. You know what I'm really excited about? I'm excited that Path of Exile is going to allow me to actually watch PoE streams. I can get off this shit Among Us content. Thank you for the subscription as a gift. Translated with free okay, dude. Thank you. Fun Vasily time. Very nice. Oh, damn. Raichu. Wow. 15 gifted subs. That's surprising. Thank you guys very much. Hype Train level 2. Hey, super generous of you, Raichu, and that goes a long way, man. Thank you so much, dude. Appreciate that a lot, man. Thanks, dude. Thanks so much. And thank you very much to Vasily as well. Thanks for the hype train. Yeah, I'll play the shit out of Baldur's Gate. I love RPGs. What build are you planning to play in Heist? I will wait for the patch notes, and then I will discuss it with my Cabal. I have no idea at this point. I'm not going to go that hard on Heist right now, though. I'm really into the Eve War, so I'm most likely going to play Cash. I'm going to play Heist like pretty casually, I think. Snow Stuff. Dude, 20 gifted subs today. What are you guys doing? For a late night stream? This is crazy. Hey, man, thank you so much. That means a lot to me. Thanks for wanting to support it. Now that I have your intention, come run my esports team that doesn't exist. Yeah, sure. Just send me an email so I can archive it. I got you, dude. ZQ, dude, what? How many is that? What are we doing? How many is that? That's like 40 gifted. Dude, thank you so much. That's actually insane. Bob, thanks for continuing. Yo, Z-Cubic, you always take care of me, man. Thank you very much for wanting to bring some hype to the stream. I appreciate you, bro. I don't deserve this, guys. I'm not even doing anything tonight. Well, actually, we're talking to the university. That'd be cool. But thank you, guys. It means a lot to me that you want to provide that kind of value. Following it up to Full Metal Mudkip. I love your name. Thank you for the 5, man. I saw you last month as well. You're back on here. Thanks, dude. It's really nice. Your name sounds like it should be like a WoW skin. Thanks, guys. Insane, man. Novavu says, Austin Love host peaked at 145. The highest viewed English-speaking show on Twitch of all time. That's not true. That's not even close to true, right? Because it depends on what you define as English-speaking show. I consider the LCS to be an English-speaking show. I also think Critical Role is like what? Critical Role hit like on the Vecna thing hit like 190 or something. Sophia, damn, 5 gifted. I don't even know how many that is. Right, we're at level 3. Thank you guys so much. Killing it. Thank you so much. Oh, Andy says it hit 200K. Yeah, I think that's just some hardcore shit for Slasher to say. That's the power of YouTube, though. A lot of those viewers came in from that. I added you on LinkedIn. Is there any way I can DM you my account to verify myself? Sorry, I don't understand. Like, why? What's the purpose of verifying you, or what do you want? Yeah, that's the power, Novavu. Dude, straight up. Are there any games aside from Cyberpunk and PO to hit? Yeah, tons of games. Yeah, of course. It's insane how well users on YouTube convert over to Twitch, man. Banana shit. World Eater, thank you very much for the 2. And Novo Vu coming in with the 15 gifted, dude. Thank you. Did not need to do that. Thank you so much, man. Really, really, really appreciate it. That's the big moves, man. That's huge. Thank you. 105. Oh, what? What? 23 additional on top. Wait, so... Oh, man. Dude. Wait, he's making me do math. 105 plus 23, 128. What the... 21? I'm getting trolled, dude. As it... Wait, how many? I can't count it. 23. 13, 23, 20. Thanks, Kudo. I got you, man. All right, we're at 149. We're at 149. What a god, dude. Instant level 5. Thank you, man. Hey, I'm normally quiet, but I appreciate your insight and advice. Thanks, dude, and thanks for the 4. I appreciate you, too. Guys, thank you. Normally, a stream like this is not very hype. I really appreciate it. Super cool. Thank you so much. Novavu, huge shout out to you, man. Thank you for making such a huge difference to the stream. Hey, what's up, Physics? Thanks for the 5, man. You guys are going ham tonight, and I really appreciate it. I'm happy to... Jesus. Novavu gifted a tier 1 sub to Elon Musk. Is that his actual Twitch name? Booty Bishop, thanks for the Twitch Prime, dude. Thanks, Bob Lake. Cool. I saw your sub as well, and I appreciate you. The talk in Arizona is going to be about... it's actually more of like a general business talk. I believe it's Q&A from the audience for an hour. And that will be in 30 minutes. Should be cool. Yeah, dude, we did it. Oh, dude, there it is. Level 5 hype train. Rice, you bringing it in with the 20, man. Thank you, dude. Love to see it. Tonight, we're talking to the University of Arizona Business Department about a variety of things. What if how do I grow on Twitch is a question? I've got my board. I've got it written out. I'm in service, dude. Yeah, I'm streaming it. and streaming it. Guys, big claps for the level 5 hype train. That is insane. Absolutely insane. Thank you so much. Actually, literally made my night. I wasn't even expecting anything tonight. It's actually crazy. Thank you so much. Raxif, what's up? 5 gifted, man. Thank you, dude. Jumping on the list there and that hype train. Thanks, dude. I appreciate you. You should not be gifting me subs. You do so much for this community. You know, something kind of cool is happening, speaking of Raxif, is like the business on the agency side is getting to the point where we are actually like, so first of all, I want to say to you guys, thank you so much to this community, because we're now able to pay our community leaders. So everybody that's involved with the stream on a lab level is now getting paid. That's all thanks to you guys. That's amazing. And I've been wanting to do that for years. So that's just freaking huge. But also, a lot of people that are working in the lab and started here on the community are now graduating to positions either with us directly, or they are working in other areas of esports and gaming. And you guys are entirely responsible for that. So Raxif, for example, has just joined Novo, and he is working for a couple of months doing writing out RFPs and working with us on working with brands. So he's and then so we're graduating a lot of people. I'm looking for a graphics designer from the community for some projects, and so I'm able to actually reach back out to people and support you guys financially and give opportunities to people, which feels really fucking good. And I just want to tell you guys, I want you to know that like the support you guys give to the stream, it goes places and it makes a difference. And this will be yet another month where we're able to bonus our CLs because of your guys' support. So I really appreciate it. Raxif has been killing it, man. He's been putting in a ton of work on the research side. He does a lot of work there, does a lot of the Scuff podcast notes, saves me from when I'm jumping into the Scuff podcast and everything. It's really, really good. So giving opportunities out to people in the stream is like one of the things that I'm just so happy about. And I want to bring more people into gaming, bring more people into the industry and help people out. It goes to show that like if you actually work hard and you demonstrate, like Raxif is one of those people that just puts in the work with no expectation, and then it comes back. And I contrast that to so many people that send me emails that are like, hey, can I have this? Can I do this? Versus like people that just send me emails that are just valuable. Just like, hey, I made this for you, or hey, this, whatever. And like, yeah, it doesn't always work, but you only need one and it takes you to a next level. It could change your life. So I guess I just am very grateful for what you guys are making possible on the stream, because our CLs deserve it, man. Can you talk about skills a streamer should be learning that won't cost a bunch to start? Improv classes, brother. That's all you need. Trust me. If I created some DMCA free music for people to use on the stream, how would I get added to your list? Just email me it. I'll probably get to it. Man, that's massive, dude. I can't believe we got a level 5 hype train tonight. Thanks, guys. One of the personal challenges I'm assigning for myself, too, is to do a YouTube video every day. You guys are also making that possible. So we had our new YouTube video that went out yesterday was on Twitch Versus, and it's doing very well. It's about a 4 out of 10 right now. It's great. What about doing video editing for the community? Is that something you guys still need? We do need an editor, but it's so hard for me to choose one because I'm so swamped. I'm actually even behind. We're hiring for a Twitch account manager right now on Novo's side, and I need to prioritize that. Maybe Raxif could help. I don't know. But at the point in time, I'm having a hard time. Like, there's a lot of people that have sent me stuff, and they're really good video editors, and I want to bring a new person into the lab. because right now we only have one consistent video editor, and he's great, Lagix. But I would, he even was like, dude, I'd love to have someone else on the team. So. Do we still have that email set up for people that want to apply for video editing? If you had a limited budget for ads, would you go to Instagram or Google? Totally depends on the product and service, my man. Yeah, if you could post up that email, and then if you could also send me the login for it, we could start looking for people. I forwarded you a bunch of people, right, that look pretty good on it. Hey, man, I just started school recently, and I learned from the stream, really changed my work ethic and improved my grades. Thanks, dude. Appreciate that. apps.thelab@gmail.com. Oh, that's badass. Yeah, you guys can, if you're really interested in video editing or doing something else for us, you can look at this. You can email this. So what the lab is a private community within Discord, or we'll say a gated community within Discord that graduates, is designed for paid professional work for the Devin Nash community, with the intent of graduating people to greater roles in the gaming industry. And I've actually looked at the stats on the lab, but it's been pretty cool. So if people do fail out of it, there's actually obviously more people that have failed out of it than that have come into it. But there's also been a lot of success stories of people that have gone on to do work in people that have gone on to do work in the space and just kind of like grown. Is it basically a paid internship? No, it's paid at market rates for any role. You get paid as highly as anyone else would get paid to do that role. It's just the added benefit is working directly with us to graduate to going to do things in gaming industry. How often should a 10-viewer Andy like myself post YouTube videos? Depends on your goals, but you want to do at least 3 a week. I would just, assuming I know something about you. How long do we have until this talk? So we've got 20 minutes. I wonder if that's enough time to, like... Do you guys want to hear about... I don't know, my thoughts on why Ninja went to... I don't know if I want to make that a YouTube video, so maybe that's appropriate. I mean, it would get a lot of views and stuff, but it's just not that valuable. Dude, John, I get it, man. I know that you are secretly the Spellbreak developer. You've said it like 20 times in chat, bro. Don't sweat it, man. I'll look at it some other time. I got you, dude. I understand you like the game. He was here all yesterday doing it too. I found the Spellbreak developer's alternate account. Like, is quality greater than quantity on YouTube? That's a really complicated question. I don't have time to answer at some point. It would be valuable to, well, people, I'm saying it would get a lot of views. Like, because especially since my take is like, I think that Ninja made the wrong decision for sure. And already even day one, the numbers kind of reflect that, because if you look at like him coming back to Twitch, he got 100,000 viewers, which, you know, it's a lot of viewers, don't get me wrong. But when you compare it to Shroud's return, Shroud got 400,000, and it's just not comparable. It's like, so to give people a backup, I made a video a while back. I don't remember where it is. I think it's how Ninja and Shroud landed the best deal in live streaming history. And I predicted that Shroud would come back to Twitch and that Ninja would either join Twitch or YouTube, which is really obvious, right? That's not like really, Nostradamus is not in that one. But what I surmised was that it would be a big business decision the proper business decision for Ninja to go to YouTube, because Ninja, I guess I'll just structure this like I would structure a YouTube video, just in case we actually have it go up. So to back this up, right, what I'm talking about is Ninja just made an announcement today that he is coming back to Twitch. And Ninja's announcement got him, I think it was like 100,000 viewers. He started off by streaming something. What was the game that he started off by streaming? Do you guys know? No. I thought Among Us came later. Yeah, I think he started playing Fall Guys, and then he played Among Us later. So right now, Ninja made this big announcement that he's coming back to Twitch. And then just a short time later, this has gotten pretty good engagement. This is 2.1 million views. He posted it 10 hours ago, started to stream a few hours later, chalked up like 100K on Fall Guys, and then switched to Among Us, where as of the time of this talk, he's currently sitting at like 60,000 viewers. And so I made a video a while back that was called After the Mixer Stuff Happened and How Ninja and Shroud Got Out of Their Contracts. I did a video that was how Ninja and Shroud landed the best deal in live streaming history. And that video was basically about Shroud is going to dominate Twitch, right? And I predicted almost 100% that Shroud would go back to Twitch because his audience is there. He's like a god at FPS games. People want to watch that kind of content. And it's just the logical move, right? But Ninja was kind of a different situation. When Ninja left Twitch, Ninja was on the decline. He went to Mixer and he stayed pretty small relative to where he was at before. But what people sleep on with Ninja is Ninja's power is actually off Twitch as a platform. And Ninja has about 24 million subscribers on YouTube, and his videos are very successful. So I actually thought that Ninja's best move would be to go to YouTube, where the Fortnite crowd is still very active. He oftentimes gets many videos that are over 1 million views. He can also play other games. So this is him getting about 1 million views on a Fall Guys video. He is kind of an authority here on FPS games, and he appeals very much so to that younger audience. Him streaming on YouTube would have been such a massive comeback compared to him streaming on Twitch. And I'm trying to think through his business decision to go onto Twitch because I predicted that he was going to go onto YouTube. And the reason for that is because it just made every sense to me that he would do that based on his, like just analyzing where his business is. So it's really weird to me that he would go back to Twitch. And the only reason I can think of it is either Twitch paid him to do it, but it doesn't seem very likely. Because I don't think that Twitch is really incentivized to make a platform deal for Ninja at this point, because they knew that his only option really was to be there or YouTube anyway. Add that Twitch already had a platform deal with Ninja. Mixer had the platform deal. So if they offer, and so to be really clear, I actually don't know on the back end if he got offered a platform deal or not. By which I mean that like Twitch paid him to be on Twitch as an exclusive broadcaster. Part of me kind of, like when he says a new chapter only on Twitch, part of me kind of makes me think that this could have been a platform deal. If it was, I think that it was a lower value contract. So we're not talking in the tens of millions of dollars, right? Maybe this contract was like a couple $1 million. Relative to what his net worth is, this wouldn't have been a significant factor in making a decision to go to Twitch. I think he thinks that he can build his brand on Twitch as a platform. I don't think that's right. So it's not to say that like LOL, Ninja's going to be a dying streamer. And by no means is this like a takedown talk or anything like that. I've long talked about Ninja being an incredibly successful content creator. And I think that he's put the work in. He's been making videos for over 10 years. He's enormously successful. He's one of the only gamers that's actually bridged the gap, the chasm between the sort of normalized market of gamers and non-gamers, like going on Ellen and Leno and everything. But that said, I don't think that Twitch is the very best place for him to live as a brand to grow in the future. I think it's almost certainly YouTube. We've seen YouTube people get, like people like Laserbeam, who stream very similar content like Fortnite. They can get up to 900,000 concurrents. I think that Ninja could have established himself as the authority when Epic Games does an update for new games that are coming out that are like BRs. And I don't think he should be competing across the board one-to-one with Shroud on Twitch. I don't think he's going to win that fight. I just don't think that Ninja's content in the way that it's evolving is going to be great for what the ecosystem of Twitch is right now. And we already saw that in the comeback, right? Like Ninja came back and had like 100 viewer cap. 100, that would be terrible. 100,000 viewers capped. It might sound like a lot to you and me or whatever, but compare that to Shroud's returns, 400,000 viewers, right? And Shroud still is like, basically you can just tell that Shroud, as of the time of like this talk, right? Shroud's basically just streaming whatever the hell he wants. And he's still getting really, really great viewership because he's just so good. He plays a ton of DayZ. He plays a ton of like weird little games. He does some just chatting, kind of does whatever he wants. And both of these guys are in a position where they can just destroy it. They don't need to worry about anything whatsoever. I mean, they're totally cool, right? These guys are both in their late 20s, like early to mid 20s, and they're both like at least worth 20 mil each, right? So we're not talking about people that are making financial decisions in the same way that a lot of the top content creators are, because both Ninja and Shroud are just on a different level than anyone else is by such a vast margin. The only reason that I could think that Ninja would be returning to Twitch is he might feel like collaborative stuff is stronger on the platform than it is on YouTube. Even that, though, I'm not sure that's true, as there's a lot of very prominent broadcasters who are doing incredibly well on YouTube. So people like Courage, people like Valkyrie are succeeding at a really high level. I don't even think that that's a factor, really. It's just kind of a mystery to me why Ninja would make this decision to go back to Twitch. It seems to me that he kind of, either he got offered a platform deal that was compelling enough to push him over for YouTube, or he just, his management team just doesn't recognize how powerful YouTube is. And that's probably the most likely scenario. That like he might. So I'm not even sure. Did he try to make a YouTube stream? Did he try YouTube streaming for a bit while he was kind of in between the last like couple of months? People are saying he did. And how did he do? How did he tried like one YouTube stream, right? And he pulled. Yeah, so he had 135K viewer peak on YouTube, which was higher than his peak on Twitch, which is like his home platform. And he didn't even announce the stream. So unannounced stream, 135K. First stream back to Twitch, 100K. Someone in chat says the most likely scenario is he just likes Twitch and can do whatever the hell he wants. Yeah, I think that's actually what I said this morning when I got this news. It didn't strike me as something that was like this big dramatic business decision that was like made with like a lot of information behind it. I think this guy just doesn't give a shit. He got out of a contract with Mixer for $30 million or whatever it was, and he's just good. He feels like Twitch is probably better culturally for him, that he identifies with it more. Go to Twitch. And he might not just be interested in, and that's why I'm saying like people at this level are just thinking different about the way that they do things. And maybe his core, what we would call KPI, like key performance indicators, like maybe it's more based on the community he develops. Maybe because he was on Mixer, he's kind of gotten used to having smaller communities and he's cool with it's like, okay, like I think Ninja ends up somewhere around 20 to 30K on Twitch, which isn't like really far off from like where he was at for a long time on Twitch. So he might just be chill with it. And that's the end of it. There's no like real huge business decision. We're kind of just seeing like, and for that reason, from a marketing perspective, I don't think we can look at Ninja and Shroud as like great examples of like what top content creators should do. because they're just on another level of consideration, right? Even the top content creators on Twitch, like XQC consistently landing 60,000 viewers, which he has been lately, they're just nowhere near the financial stability that Shroud and Ninja have, because Shroud and Ninja did platform deals. And you'll always, so this is a really cool thing. This wouldn't be a talk unless I pull out a notepad. But just to write down something that I think will stick with people, you will always make more money off platform and rights deals in esports, gaming, wherever, than you will on your individual branding. So look at the sale of Call of Duty esports. Was it Activision's sale to YouTube? Am I getting that right? I always forget where these esports are moving to. The sale that I'm talking about, the one that Activision, the rights they sold, it was either Overwatch or CDL or both. I believe they sold rights to YouTube this year. That was a $90 million deal, right? So Activision equals $90 million. So this deal wasn't actually concerning any influencers or anything like that. This was just the rights to broadcast CDL or OWL on YouTube exclusively. That's where the money actually is, and that's where the money is in sports. So what is the most expensive thing that traditional sports can sell? It's literally the broadcasting rights. It's where does the NFL appear? What channel gets the right to broadcast and stream? And we haven't seen that a lot, but that's like the next step for someone like Austin, like the Austin Show. You kind of saw that a little bit with the partnership with Venn. I don't actually know if there was a monetary component there. I'm sure there was. But that's where the real money and the millions and millions of dollars are going to get. Like for individual people, doing platform deals is where the millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars are going to be. And the only two people to actually reach the chasm in any significant way, there are other broadcasters who have gotten platform deals, but all of those are like $100,000 from Facebook, maybe $1 million here and there. And like you might say, wow, like an individual, like Disguised Toast probably got a pretty good deal for going to Facebook Gaming, for example. I'd guess it's probably in the $1.3 to $1.5 million range. So that's nice for a single person, right? But for a person's broadcasting rights like Austin Show's show that hit 135,000 people with Dream as the guest, that show, those broadcasting rights, that's worth many, many millions of dollars, right? $15 million, $20 million, $30 million for a year of broadcasting those shows. That's where the future is going to be. It's going to be in broadcasting rights. Broadcasting rights are always more valuable than individual brands or platform deals because the ability for a entity to own something exclusively is always going to be massive, because then they can sell advertising against it. They can sell sponsorships against it. If you know that the NFL is going to appear on ESPN only, then you make all the money off of the commercials, all the advertisements. So owning the rights to that show, owning the broadcasting rights to that show are like a massive deal. And Ninja and Shroud are sort of the first people to kind of pass through that barrier, that sort of spiritual barrier. They're not the last. Austin Show is on the way. I think eventually shows like the Trainwrecks podcast, especially with like smart people at the helm that are managing those, they will be along those lines as well. Any kind of pre-produced shows. And you might actually be surprised to see people like Arcadum or any kind of like Critical Role or pre-produced shows that I think are they're gonna enter into that. So maybe we're just looking at kind of like a post. I say a sort of like an after action report with Ninja, where really this is just him returning to a platform that he loves, and he's not going to sweat. Like, sure, could you have a 30 or 40 or 50 or 100% bigger stream on YouTube? Yeah, you could. Do you really care? Right? Given everything that you've got and that you're still comparatively very early in your career, like it's really interesting to think about like what Ninja and Shroud are going to be doing in 10 years. In 10 years, they're going to be like 36. That's nothing. You're not even like, you're a third through your life. They've got so much more time and so much more to do. So seeing how these brands evolve and develop, like they probably know that and they're probably thinking more long term. It's interesting. And those are my thoughts on Ninja. I don't think that there's like a big, and this is like to some extent one of the reasons why I wasn't sure if I was going to cover this or not, because I don't think that there's like a really big compelling reason why Ninja didn't make the decision to go to YouTube versus Twitch. I think it's probably just a personal decision. I do think that Ninja could have been much more successful on YouTube, and there's plenty of evidence at this point of that. Plenty of evidence at that point that this is like that like you could join YouTube and there would be way more growth. Just look at Laserbeam, Courage JD, like hitting 250,000 viewers, things like that. And that's my talk. I'm out of time because we got to do that talk with the University of Arizona. So just to leave it, people that are joining YouTube, even as much smaller brands, seem to just be catapulting to greater heights and like just making it. But that's it. That's my talk. That's why I think Ninja moved to Twitch and sort of the implications of it, where Shroud and Ninja are at. I guess it was kind of interesting, huh? I think we did a good job. So thanks, guys, for coming. That's the end of that talk. We're going to do some stuff after this, but if you are catching this on VOD or you're catching this on YouTube, toss me a follow on my Twitch stream at Devin Nash, and also toss me a subscription if you would. We're almost I'm trying to push for 100K by the end of the year. It'd be really nice if we get it. I think right now we're at 87, 81. Whoops. So we're way further out than I thought we were, but we're at about 19K. So at this trajectory, we should get there. So subscriptions matter a lot, and like having a silver play button would feel really good. Appreciate it. All right. So we are 5 minutes out from the University of Arizona talk, which I think you guys will really enjoy. I'm going to take a leak, get some water, then I'll jump into that call and we'll have that talk. The chair finally decided to eliminate him. Dude, I really want to have some more green tea, but it's like fucking 7:30. And if I have green tea, I'm going to actually be off the wall for the rest of the night. I already know I'm staying up till like 3 a.m. bare minimum playing Eve, so. Got a bunch of stuff to do tonight. All right. Dude, can I drink water? What the fuck? How did that even happen? Did your girlfriend bring you dinner tonight? No, because there's no podcast. So I haven't had dinner yet. I'm just going to finish this talk, and then we might do something afterwards, and we'll see. All right, let's go find. Raxif, if you want, I'm going to send you this message for later. We might use this to do like an announcement for people if you want to like review some of the lab stuff. I don't know. Green tea doesn't get me very amped, but it's caffeine, and so I just want to take it easy. All right, how do we join this shit? Fuck. Arizona.zoom. Okay. Are you Jewish? I don't think so. I just don't want to drink like a bunch of green tea at 7:30. This doesn't seem like a good idea. Because I'm not exercising today, so. Oh shit, there's like a ton of people here.
They won't be coming until
Yo!
Later on tonight.
Nice, for sure. All right, well then I'll just. Oh, never mind.
Actually, it looks like Devin is in here right now.
Yo!
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Devin Nash.
Hey. This is unexpected. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
You know what? I'm doing great.
Do you need like a minute to set up, or are you all good?
I'm ready.
Okay. Yeah, you can go ahead and share your screen, and we are good to go.
What are we doing? What do you want?
Okay, so firstly, this is Devin Nash. He's a former CEO of Counterlogic Gaming, and he's also a streamer here on Twitch, not here on Twitch, but on Twitch. And then also he works as the CMO for Nerd Fusion. So I thought that we had communicated that you were going to have a presentation based on like the information that I gave you, but
You said it was a Q&A.
oh, well.
However, I can literally just do a presentation. I'm ready. You tell me you want me to like give me a topic. We'll talk about it, and it's going to be very good. Everything's going to work. I know you're all thinking right now, what is this? Why am I here? This sounds like a huge waste of time. I promise you. No, I don't promise you. I'm pretty sure it'll be valuable.
Okay, firstly, I would apologize because that's a complete miscommunication on my part. That's my bad. So personally, I'm interested in you as like as a C-level executive, and kind of like and seeing like how kind of like what you look for in candidates, but also like you have a lot of experience on Twitch and kind of going out as like an independent person, not necessarily being tied to a company. And so that stuff really interests me. But if anyone else wants to chime in on what they would like to hear.
So what are how many people are here right now?
58.
Oh shit. Okay. All right, now we really got to do this. Okay, so I looked at the demographics of your chapter, right? Everyone from the same chapter, University of Arizona.
Yes.
Okay. So out of that, yeah, that's a lot of people. Out of that, how many of you guys are interested in the gaming industry specifically and esports specifically? Do you want some focus on that, or do you want some focus on the actual business marketing side, everything like that?
We could actually run a poll, no? Eric?
I love it. And I'll do a little bit of an
easier.
intro on me too and everything like that. Yeah.
I would like to hear about both, please.
Okay. Thank you.
Me too.
Nick, we should have been way more prepared for this, buddy. This is good.
I know. I'm
right.
so sorry.
It's okay. We're going to do it. It's going to be great. Okay. Let me start off with an intro a little bit, and then we can all just sort of do a collaborative thing, and I think this will work out absolutely just fine. Okay. So like Nick said, my name's Devin Nash. I have worked in esports since 2015. However, before that, I was a full-time streamer on Twitch.tv playing the world's least toxic game ever called League of Legends. Okay, you might have heard of it. It's a game of totally nice people who love each other, and nobody ever flames anybody. And I decided that I loved that game so much that I was going to stream it full-time until 2015 when I went completely insane. Because if people haven't caught on to the sarcasm, it's like one of the most toxic games ever. And I decided that I was going to move into esports because my I actually, this might be relevant, might kick stuff off for people that are I can see a lot of people, so this is cool. We can do like an interactive thing. Out of everybody that's on this call, how many people want to become content creators? You raise your hand. Okay, how many of you people? Oh, there's a delay. Shit. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry. Can you do it again and hold it up so I can get an idea? A lot of you. Okay, good. So we'll talk about that today. The other thing we're going to talk about today, I think, is that even if you don't know that you don't want to be a content creator, you may inadvertently have to be or should be in order to optimize the way that you're going to go into the world in business. There's like a chat too, people that don't have cameras, right? Yeah. Oh yeah. It's like it's a little Twitch chat. Very cool. So for you guys that are in the chat, you can pull up the Zoom chat. And if you want to be a content creator, press 1. Just so you just type 1 and put it in the chat. And I just kind of get an idea of how many people there are. Okay. A lot of you. Okay. And for people that want to have some kind of role in a company in the business world and you want to get into marketing or business, press 2. Okay, so about 70% are there, and then the rest are content creation, so we will orient in that direction. Good. Okay. Yeah, I told you, man, I got this. This is my shit. Okay, so we can totally do this. Okay, so I started off with streaming a game called League of Legends. League of Legends is like one of the most popular games around, and I decided that I didn't want to focus 100% on content creation because it kind of doesn't teach you any life skills. So like it's sort of like a hyperbolic time chamber if anyone's ever watched Dragon Ball Z, except you just like you get into it, you sit there for like 5 years and you come out and nothing happens. Like you don't like really learn anything that could actually be applied into the business world. And that bothered me. I wanted to have some other skills that were not related to that. And I started my first business when I was 16. I sold ebooks on Google. And I had some marketing knowledge from that. I wanted to come back and pick that up. So I started getting into esports because I was really interested at the time on a lot of the problems that players have with becoming pros, building brands, growing into themselves, and kind of the transition that esports was going to becoming more like traditional sports really interested me. So I worked in that for 2, 3 years, 4 years. And then we sold our company, Counterlogic Gaming, to Madison Square Garden. And I was like, okay, a lot of the problems that are in a lot of what you should do as you go through college is think about what kind of problems in the world that you want to solve. Because you might be thinking like, okay, well, I'm going to get a job and get decent money, whatever. But really, like the way that you'll feel fulfilled in your life is if you are trying to solve problems that people have in the business world and in your personal world, and you're kind of orienting your life in that direction. That's what I've always tried to do. So I got into esports because I thought the problems with players and the problems with like setting the building blocks and foundation to structure it were really interesting. And then I left esports because those problems were no longer interesting. It became about franchising, and it became about like how do we put butts in seats and get people watching our games and make a shitload of money. And I don't care about that, right? Like I want to like make an impact on people. So where is impact being made? Well, then I looked at the influencer industry. And the influencer industry is like you've got people that are creating YouTube channels and Twitch channels, and they're getting hundreds of thousands of viewers, and people are listening to these guys, and they're eating a sandwich, and now everyone wants to buy that fucking sandwich. It's like it's a revolution in marketing. Everything is changing. And I'm like, that's interesting. That's really cool. I want to solve some problems there. How do we get influencers to like first of all become bigger, but also there's a really interesting thing I've thought about. And does anyone know a content creator named Pokimane? Okay, a lot of nods, cool. So I had a bunch of talks with Pokimane, and Pokimane told me that there was a difference between content brain, which is like the people that can ideate and make good content, and business brain, the people that think like us. And I'm a business graduate myself. I graduated with a degree in entrepreneurship and marketing. And like I get you guys. I'm right there with you. And like we think in terms of like, you know, like analysis and like strategy and KPIs and shit, right? And there's a huge difference between that and being an entertainer. So these content creators, they get up to these like hundreds of thousands of followers and millions of people, and they have no idea what the fuck they're doing. All their money is in their fucking bank account. They have like no CPA. They don't know how to pay their taxes. So like one of my friends, he just owed like $200,000 in taxes because he forgot to pay them last year. He just didn't know he had to do that. Right? so like, that's like, it's like totally a thing, right? Like, you wouldn't think it. So these are really interesting problems. So I started a company with my friend Matt called Novo. And what Novo is it's a talent agency for influencers, and it doubles as sort of a creative solution studio for brands. What we do is we like a brand like Amazon comes to us and they say, we want to do something where we identify with broadcasters, like we want an ad, or we want to like do something that's like authentic. And so like one of our big clients right now is the U.S. Army. And we're trying to figure out like, how do we translate the message of the Army that like a lot of people assume, well, you know, you pick up a rifle and just shoot someone, that's the Army. But there's 150 MOSs in the military, right? Most of them are non-combat. In fact, only a few of them are combat oriented. The rest of them are all kinds of things, in intelligence officers, logistics, supply, like plumbers, IT, fucking like whatever. So I curse, by the way. Hopefully that doesn't bother anybody. I don't know if that was agreed upon. But yeah, we're already there, so we're just going. It's fine. They're saying we love it. Good shit. Good. Yes, authenticity. Okay, so that's a little bit of an intro into me. One of the things that Nick talked about, and now I'm switching to value. And by the way, I read your chat. I'm very prone to this. If you have questions and stuff, it's totally cool. I can interrupt it. We'll just do this like as a ad hoc thing. I appreciate everyone muted, because then like I guess if there's like 3,000 people talking, this would be harder to do. And so what other games do you play? I play EVE Online a lot. It's a really old space game that was from like 15 years ago, where like all your decisions matter. And then I play Path of Exile. But I play like all the major game releases and stuff like that. I don't play Fortnite. No. I'm not Valorant or Fall Guys. No. Hard no. These are dude, we're really dealing with, this is the Zoomer crowd here, man. I played Modern Warfare, yeah, for sure. So I'm an avid gamer. I play way too much. I'll be up till 3 or 4 a.m. playing games after this, like no problem. But yeah, you can be a gamer. You can get into the industry and you can still do all the stuff you do. But so that's the intro into me, and I'm gonna switch like purely into value right now. Okay, so what do I wish that I knew when like Nick, are like what percentage sophomores, juniors, seniors, where are they at?
I think actually when I was looking at it, we have quite a few juniors, and then I don't have the exact percentages right in front of me. We have a good amount of juniors and sophomores, I believe. Okay,
cool, good. Okay, so middle of college. So I'm gonna tell a story first. Okay, so I do a lot of keynote speeches at colleges. I'm just very passionate about it. And one of the ones I did was at UW. And at the time, a student asked me like ostensibly a really simple question. He's like, what do you think the most valuable experience for you going to college was? And my answer in my infinite wisdom was, I don't know, man. I just did a shitload of mushrooms and I don't really remember much. And I played StarCraft in the back of my classroom. And the student, like the director of student life was like in the audience. And this dude got like butt detonated, right? Like I was like, and I felt like so bad because I didn't give like a really true answer. I didn't really think through like why college was valuable for me, especially from a business standpoint, because when I came out of college, I didn't use any of the skills that I learned in my business classes. So like I'm never in my agency and I'm sitting with my business partner and we're like, we're 2 weeks late on an RFP, request for a proposal, meaning somebody has asked us for money, or like to make them, they've Give me an excuse to give you money is what that is. And we are just sitting there and we're like, oh God, we can't figure out how to do this Amazon deal. Let's do a SWOT analysis. Like it never fucking happens. Like you will never use those skills. So I was like, so my initial thought on college was that it's just not a very valuable experience because I evaluated it from that technical standpoint. And I looked at the sort of skills they're trying to teach you in class. And as I thought about that answer and I developed it, I realized what the actual answer is. And I want to share that with you now. Because if I knew this is like, sound like I'm a freaking 60. Like, if I was back in your day, I would have done this different. But like, it actually will be valuable because you can use this, knowledge as power to leverage the next 2 or 3 years of your careers. Because everything you do at this point in time is exponential in value. If you learn skills right now, those are more years that you have to build those skills. And the younger that you do that, the more successful that you will become. Does that make sense? Cool. So I think that it was 2 things. The first thing I learned was something my dad said, which is that college teaches you to learn how to learn. So this is your only opportunity in your life, probably, where you will have the least amount of responsibility possible. Now, you can spend that jerking off and going to parties and like stuff like that, and you totally should, okay? Because I definitely did. I love this dude like right next to me. He just can't deal with it, man. He's having a great time. This is the kind of enthusiasm I want on these calls. Eric, like my man Eric over here, dude, is just loving this.
Bro, you're going on. Ever. Oh my God.
So you can spend your whole time doing that, right? Or you can leverage this time because you don't have kids, you don't have somebody screaming at you, your parents aren't bothering you, none of that shit matters right now. So you can take all this time to learn actual skills, extracurricular. And like, here's like a really simple example, right? Like one of the most valuable things that I did during school that I didn't kind of even realize that I was doing was just learn how to use pay-per-click. I just ran ads on Google AdWords for shit. It doesn't even have to be real. You could just do it for like titles of things that you want to do. I A/B test titles on Google AdWords all the time. It's free. It's free advertising. Like I take 2 titles of a YouTube video that I want. I put $10 to it, and I see who clicks on them more, and I figure out which one's going to be more popular. You can do that, right? And like learning something so simple like pay-per-click. Think of it like, what is a physical skill? How to write well, right? There's a really good book called How to Write Well by William Zinsler. How to write short, right? Like Mark Twain said, like, I'm sorry that I wrote you such a long letter because I didn't have time to write you a short one, right? These are all skills that you can develop. And while college doesn't really teach you these, they'll teach you like some MLA shit that you'll never use. They'll be like, well, you have to do the indentations and stuff like that. But you can actually use the time you have to augment those skills so that you really do have them and you can take them with you. Does that make sense? So like if I had my college time, I would be using that to develop as many skills as I could. How does search engine optimization work? How does posting YouTube videos work? How does brand development work? How does growing social media work? These are all things that you can explore because you have the time. You're not going to have a bunch of stuff like running down your throat to try to figure out like, oh my God, like all this other stuff. The second thing that it does, this is kind of a meme, but I promise you it's true, is it provides a lot of networking opportunities. So this is your chance to actually go to your professors and go to people of significance, especially since you're in the University of Arizona. So you actually have like I went to a very small liberal arts college. So like I would go to my professor and like they're like raising chickens in their backyard and shit. So if I ask them for like a connection to like a Fortune 500, like I'm not going to actually probably get that connection, but you guys will. And you'd actually be surprised how little these resources are utilized. It's totally crazy to me. Like a lot of the time, people like if you just go to your professors, especially in your senior and even in your junior year, start looking into this, and you go, "Hey, I'm really interested in doing something." I'll give you guys a direct example from a story from my life. I wanted to get into investing. I really wanted to learn about investing in companies, and I wanted to have an early start on doing VC stuff because I knew I was going to make a shitload of money at one point, and I wanted to know how to invest it. And I was right. So like I wanted to start doing that. Sorry, I gotta so I was like, okay, so how do I learn that? Well, I learned that through angel investing. So I went to my business department and I said, are there any angel groups in the area that you could connect me with, that I could be an internet, that I can work my ass off? Because right now, your time value of money is not as high as it will be. And which is yet another reason why you want to utilize it and to learn as much as you possibly can, right? So right now, your time value money is what? $20 an hour, 25, 50, whatever it is. Later, it's going to be hundreds of dollars an hour. You have the ability to exponentially increase that if you start earlier. So what I tried to do in college was I went and I got an internship with a small group of angels, about 25 angel investors, and I did all the boring shit. I reviewed business plans. I looked at people's shitty ideas for the dog version of Facebook or whatever, but I learned a ton about investing. I learned a ton about how capital is raised. And I took those skills with me and later helped me sell companies and do stuff later. You can do the same thing. And that's as simple as a conversation of going to your business department and saying, I want to do more. Are there any angel groups in the area you can connect me to? Are there any groups that are doing marketing right now or something that you think is cool? And you have every ability right now to work for free or close to it and transfer that time from like to skill development, right? To directly to skill development. So I think those are the things that if I had in my like a repertoire going forward, I would have utilized. I love, like, there's so many things going on in this phone call. There's a dude with like a giant frog in his background. Someone's in like a gym. I don't even know what's going on there. I think somebody's like making a castle. This is great. I'm loving this talk so far. Has this been helpful so far? Thumbs up if it has, thumbs down if no. Yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
Time of all time in the history of Delta Sigma Pi.
Let's go. Yeah, you guys are live on Twitch as well. You've all consented to that, I hope. I didn't tell anybody this, but I just decided to stream it as well because I like to have it beneficial to the community. So please don't get me banned. I trust you're all very responsible. I know it's kind of crazy here in the college world, but like, yes, we're all good. This meeting is very pog, very good. This guy's memeing way too hard, dude. This is the dude with the frog on the background. Also says the meeting is very pog. I know where this guy's coming from. Is this so? Normally, do you guys get together and discuss what, like business? Like, what is this normally?
Professionalism.
Nice. You want to know how to get jobs? Is that a good one? We could go there.
I would love that.
Hell yeah. I think that everybody in this day and age is a content creator, whether you know it or not. And what I mean by that is not that you have to go on Twitch, stream 50 hours a week and make YouTube videos or whatever. What it does mean, I think, is there's a really good book called Show Your Work. And there's another really good book by a woman named Amanda Palmer, who's amazing, and it's called The Art of Asking. And so I've recommended 3 books, How to Write Well, The Art of Asking, and Show Your Work. And I think what those 2 books do for you is if you put yourself out there and you show something, the question you have to ask yourself is, what differentiates me from every other college student that is going to graduate on my year and compete for my jobs? And I had a bone-chilling thing. I had this teacher. This guy's name was Brett. He used to work as like the head of sales for Black & Decker, massive construction company. This guy was like, no shit. Like, I came into my finance class with this dude, and you can't have laptops because you know how you can just like, I was like, I'll just play StarCraft like I do for everything. Like, it's going to be great. And like the first time I had my laptop out, the dude just like slams it down as like paper and pencil overnight. And I'm like, oh my God, I have to pay attention. And he's also one of those instructors that's like C average is like his best students, right? So you know you're just going to get wrecked in this course. And he said something on the first day that I'll like never forget. He was like, right now when you're sitting here, right, at University of Arizona, wherever you are, there are people at Harvard, there are people in Princeton, there are people in Stanford, there are people in every college across the United States who want your job. And this minute, they might be working and getting after it. So you are competing for every single one of those positions. And that's the global marketplace, right? It's the best of the best all the time. I don't have to hire you, because I can go to the Philippines, I can go to India, and I can hire somebody that might be just as good for 1/5 of the price. And that might be terrifying. Someone says in chat, what about those that want to create your own jobs? Excellent question, and I will absolutely address that because I think it's relevant here. So this all might seem like incredibly daunting, but what it means is that we are in what I think is called an attention economy. Attention economy means that the people that have the attention win. It doesn't matter if you are a person who never wants to create a social media presence, and you just want to work in a corporation, you're cool with that, or your entire job is to be a full-time broadcaster and you just want to meme it up and you're down for that because you got your meme green screen and you're ready to go. No matter what, your game is attention, whether it be getting the attention of an employer or the attention of an audience. Does that make sense? When you start thinking about things in an attention economy, you start thinking, how can I differentiate from other people? And you might be thinking, that means I got to post on social media. That means I got to make weird Twitter posts. That means I got to do this stuff. No, doesn't mean that. But what it might mean is that your job as a graphics designer, you need to create a professional portfolio and start talking about that on something like LinkedIn. Every single person on this phone call, the most valuable thing I will tell you today is use LinkedIn. The end. People are sleeping on it super hard. It is the number one place to get recognized and make connections. You can pay for InMail like we do at our company. Our company's outbound sales is the most successful through InMail. Those shitty messages you get on LinkedIn that are like, hi, hello, I've got something to sell you, right? We do those all the time. They convert like freaking, I'm selling ice cubes to Eskimos. It's insane, right? You would think that stuff never works. It does. I just InMail somebody and I say, hey, I'm looking for a contact at this computer PC company, whatever, and I'm looking for someone there. I can provide value in these ways. And that's yet another skill that you can learn, right? We have a lot of YouTube videos about that, about like how to write copy and how to like write well in a way that you can sell. But every one of you needs to think about what is the sort of career that I'm going for and how do I demonstrate my work in that career in the attention economy? Is it a portfolio? Is it a series of articles? You would be very surprised how little it takes to be regarded as an expert on something. It could be a few articles. It could be a couple of videos. Everyone thinks I'm a fucking expert on this stuff. That's why I'm sitting here, right? And all I did was make some dumb videos, right? Like I've got, like, it's like, there's nothing that really separates me from anyone else except that I've just thought more about it. But one of the things that has made me really credible and gotten me in front of a lot of universities to be able to speak, surprisingly, has just been a few shitty articles that I've written on LinkedIn. And there's a really good, post, a blog post from a guy named Tim Ferriss. He's a person that's really focused on self-improvement and education. And he talks about how to be an expert. You can Google Tim Ferriss, how to be an expert, to read about this. And it's like a really like step-by-step guide. But you know those guys on like CNN and MSNBC that we all don't watch now because we're young people and we're really cool, right? But you know those experts on there, like the people on CNBC, and it's like, you know, they'll pull up an expert for anything. It's like Tesla stock going up, and they'll be like, hello, I'm the Tesla stock going up expert. It's like, how did you find this guy? Well, there's actually a process to that you can get involved in. And like getting on one of those will just get you infinite job opportunities. I hate using this phrase, but it really is thinking outside the box in that way that gets you, you have 5 minutes. Oh shit, really? Is that it? Is that, Nick, what's going on, man?
Yeah.
Okay, so we got to do some questions.
Yeah,
right.
I really apologize, man. Seriously.
It's good, dude. If people enjoy it and they get value out of it, I don't give a fuck. I'm just here. I'm number one reason why I'm here is because I just want to give people something. Because look, like I'll say, if I say anything, we'll do a couple of questions real quick, rapid fire. But if I say anything, listen, if I could go back in time, open up a freaking portal and yell at myself, it would be this. Okay. Like, I 100% believe that this is your time. Like, this is the unique opportunity in your life where you have the most amount of free time possible and you can choose exclusively how to spend it. It could be enormously valuable to you, or you could look back on that and you could be like, that was a waste of time. I didn't do anything. Be in the bar, right? So, like, yeah, college was, not that useful for me. Like, the story that you tell, that's up to you right now. So if you start learning skills right now, that you can do, that will stack exponentially, and everything going forward, and not just money, right? But in terms of your quality of life will improve. I promise. It's like something to start thinking about. And thinking about that in the context of the attention economy, hopefully, is the value that I can give you. Now, let's do rapid fire questions until you guys get sick of me. You can post them in chat, or you can speak up. I don't care.
What are some unique things that you've seen personally that a potential employee or a student has done to differentiate themselves.
Yeah.
Kind of relating back to the attention economy idea.
Amazing question. So the question's, what have I seen that people have done different? A lot of the time, people, let's take a video editor position, which is something I hire pretty often for. One of the ways that I have hired almost all the people, and I've seen a lot of esports organizations hire people, is that somebody will just make a video for that company. They don't expect anything in return. It's not for any kind of money or anything like that. They make a video and they say, here's what I can do. I made this for you. Feel free to use it for your YouTube or anything you want. No response needed, nothing like that. The lesson here, Ben, and for everyone else, is the value proposition first. You might be thinking, why would I make a video for someone where I have no guarantee of, like, that might take me a couple of hours or whatever. Why would I write something up? I'm telling you, as a person where I'm hiring right now for a position, my previous position got 550 apps. And you want to know what the vast majority of those applications were? Some like 530 something of them were. It was all a blanket resume, template shit, no cover letter. Nobody paid attention, took the time. If all you do is write a cover letter that's just like why you want to work at my company and it's targeted to me, then that's different. That's like, you'd be surprised how fucking lazy people are. I can tell you, I've gone through thousands of interviews, thousands of resumes, and done hundreds of interviews. I can't believe how fucking lazy people are. Like, it's actually insane. So if you go the step beyond to be value driven and provide a video, provide like if you guys are comfortable being on camera, like, and everybody has different mediums. So maybe it's writing for you or it's video for you. But like, I've done videos like, hey, I'm Devin Nash. Like, I'd love to, I've made videos for sponsors like this of me talking, like, here's why I want to do this. And I've totally failed. I've not gotten responses, but you know what? I've converted $400,000 deal off that too in 2015. So that was worth it, right? That was worth doing the other 10 others. The thing you got to remember is you only need to hit once. That's going to be your job for the next 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, or whatever. So put the value in first with no expectation of return, and you'll get it. I promise. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, absolutely. That was awesome.
Hell
Thank
yeah.
you.
Let's keep going.
If you're just starting out as an influencer and you're just starting out with like a small business, what steps would you recommend in getting yourself out there? Like, in a day and age where social media has such a large impact, how do you make yourself known?
Yeah, it's a great question. You need to use YouTube and LinkedIn. The major mistake that people make is they don't use platforms that work for them to get them discovered. Twitch is not a discovery platform. You start streaming on Twitch for 8 hours a day, nobody gives a shit. You're one of 2 zillion people in a Fortnite category. But you want to use organizations and platforms that have algorithms that can work for you. So YouTube has an algorithm that can work for you. What I mean by that is, even if you have no viewers, but you post something that is interesting, if I type something in YouTube like Fortnite top plays 2020 April, I will get a result that's not necessarily the biggest content creator on YouTube. It might be a person with 20K subs. I get discovered all the time because I'm one of the only people that's talking about industry stuff in the gaming industry. I'm not a very big YouTuber. I have 81,000 subscribers. Some people like, that feels big. It's not. It's like there's people with millions of subscribers, right? So, but my videos get discovered all the time in the recommended feed because the algorithm is working for me to try to connect me with people who want my kind of content. So YouTube is the #1 place to do that right now, and probably for the foreseeable future. They spend the most money on it, and their entire platform is incentivized to do it because of the Google Ads platform. The second place you want to do it is LinkedIn. LinkedIn, real quick, people are sleeping on because there's nobody creating content for it. So if you post an article, real cool story. One of my best friends, Ethan Evans, VP at Amazon, #3 at Amazon, if you can imagine that. Like he's riding high on that on the stock gains, and he just retired from Amazon. Posted a very simple post that was like maybe 2 paragraphs, and it was something like, "Hey, my time at Amazon's up." This guy by no means has a big LinkedIn network, by the way. Just post that his time's up and that he appreciates it, and just a kind of a thoughtful, nice message. It was maybe 7 or 8 sentences total. 350,000 views. 15,000 views an hour as we're speaking. No brand, no following, right? His friend posts that he just got AWS certified, had literally 0 connections, 100,000 views. That's fucking insane. By the way, who are those views from? They're from people with some fucking money. They're from employers. They're from people that have jobs, right? So to answer your question, like, those are the 2 ways that if you are just starting out, you get out there. And don't be afraid to make content that's not necessarily oriented professionally to LinkedIn. One thing I was talking about before I came and saw you guys was that generally we try to, in marketing, we think of people as like, oh, everyone goes to LinkedIn because they're professional and they want to put on their business suit. Like, I don't stop loving gaming because I'm on LinkedIn. You show me a good article about a game that I love, and I'll still, like Baldur's Gate 3 or Cyberpunk or something, I'll still look at it, right? Because I don't turn that part of myself off when I go there. Nobody does. That's not how we consume things. It's not how we actually behave. So if you start thinking like that, you start realizing how to, like, this, just like the last thing I'll say on this, because I've long enough answer. If you want to be an anomaly, which the top content creators are, start acting like one. Go where people don't go.
Okay, I believe that is all of the time we have, unfortunately.
Rip.
Because, oh my god, I love this so much. But I know, like, one of the best pieces of content that I've seen you do was actually with Ethan Evans, like the resume reviews and stuff that you guys did.
Yeah.
So I'll make sure to put a link to all of your socials and everything in our group chat so everyone here can check you out.
I have a YouTube channel. And I'm purely I don't want anything. Don't give me money. Don't give me anything. Like subscribe if you feel like it. But there's some talks on there with that aforementioned VP, and they're all like 4 hours long. And we literally we make our own resumes. We break down everything. Just search Ethan Evans, Devin Nash. And I'm sure I'll give Nick a bunch of links and stuff, and we'll post them up. And I promise you, it's some of the best content that's like ever been made on interview shit. I don't know if it's ever been made, but it's really good. And like hopefully it'll provide some value to you.
All right, can we get a round of applause for Devin Nash? Thank you so much for being here, man.
Devin, you're the guy.
Yeah, that's it.
Thank you.
Oh, it's a huge honor to be here.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Invite me back
so much,
anytime.
man.
Yes.
Pepe wins.
you.
Thank you.
Back. Thanks so much.
Let's go. Okay, you guys have a fantastic time. Thank you so much for having me. Peace. Good. Okay. I had to turn it on, motherfuckers. That was fucking nuts. Holy shit. I had no idea I had to like do like a 30-minute thing. I totally ad hoc that whole thing. Okay. I had to fucking crank it up. That entire thing was out without any prepper notes. Oh shit. Oh. How was it? Was it good? Nick must have woken up from an acid trip and realized, oh fuck, we need a presentation. That was like true college style, dude. Eric MVP just losing it. Yeah. Oh man. That was like do or die, dude. That was crazy. It was like showing up for a keynote where I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna talk about. I'm like, all right. I just structured it in my head. I was like building it. Thanks for coming to my chapter. Thank you for having me. I hope I provided some value. It was fantastic. It was really fun. It was really cool. I wish I could have spent some more time to get to know people there. I just didn't have the opportunity. I didn't know it was gonna be that short. I was down to like talk for like a couple hours. Fuck it. I don't give a fuck. We're good. It was like your talk at TESPA in San Diego. Yeah, I remember that too. Did I prep that talk? I think I just like walked into that talk. What I'm most impressed with is we had 60 college students on camera and we didn't see a single boob, so that was really good. Or any kind of nudity or anything untoward. That was my biggest fear the entire time. I was like, someone is gonna show their dick 100%. I'm done. Yeah, but nobody like fucked up. There was nothing. It was just 100% good. I was like, this is my last day on Twitch. But it was good. It was really good. Dude, I can't even get people in my Eve fleets to stay fucking muted when we're talking, and yet fucking 60 college students just did it. Like, that is amazing. Womp Macho, thanks for the Twitch Prime. Appreciate it. You look like you ran a mile. That was hard. That was hard, man. What time is it? 8:07? Yeah. Yeah, that was hard, but it was really fun. Oh, okay. Good shit. My son's first day of university today. I'm going to have him watch this VOD. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Good shit. Good. Yeah, I'm glad I could provide value. How did you get connected? I love talking to schools. Nick just emailed me. So what happened was, here's what happened. This is the true story. Nick sent me a message like 2 months ago, and he was like, hey, I want to have you do this talk. And I was like, yes, I'm super down, but I will 100% forget that this exists. So you have to email me 24 hours before the actual talk, and I will jump into it. And then 24 hours ago, he emailed me, and I was like, fuck, I have to do that. And I think he said it was going to be a Q&A, but I responded and said, oh, well, what are your talking points? And all I kind of put something together. He might have taken that to mean, oh, because if I was a college student, I would take that to mean, oh, I don't have to do any work. And then I wouldn't have done any work. So he probably assumed by me saying I'm going to put some stuff together that I had it, right? And then he reminded me 24 hours ago, and I'm like got so much stuff going on that I just didn't. I was like, oh, whatever, that'll happen. It's fine. And then like we got into a call, and Nick's like, yeah, so where's your presentation? And I'm like, here we go. Thank you. Yeah. So that's good. It worked out. It was fine. No Scuff podcast tonight, so I think we're donezo. I want to go get dinner before the stores close. Can you elaborate more on LinkedIn? Yeah, I think it would probably be best if I did like a YouTube video about it, and just like the sort of like I'll put it in the show notes, like the sleeper power of LinkedIn, because we've talked enough about it that I think that it's like a pretty important thing for people to know. But I really do believe in the power of it, especially just seeing like all of the people that are using it right now successfully. Yo, thank you, Zenon, for the 30 months, man. Just so you know, I don't think you can say Eskimo anymore. The fuck not? If I can't say Ice Cube to what are the who's gonna get me? Am I gonna get canceled if I say Eskimo? If I said the phrase I sold ice cubes to Eskimos, totally fine. I actually said the word Eskimo 3 times today before that talk. What was the LinkedIn video about power of LinkedIn. Oh, it's Inuit now? Okay. I could sell ice cubes to Inuits. Doesn't sound as good. I don't like it, man. All right, I'm gonna go get dinner. Thank you guys for coming out. It's been a relatively short stream, and I apologize for that, but my schedule got all fucked up today because we were supposed to have the podcast, but our good friend Trainwrecks TV, who I co-host that podcast with, decided that he would rather play Among Us than run a podcast. So that's great. I'm gonna go play Eve and eat dinner instead. Fine. I'll be back Saturday though because we still have to do the podcast. And in other news, tomorrow will be a normal stream. I should be on sometime around like 11 or 12 or so. We talked about Ninja and Twitch today, so tomorrow I'm gonna do something cool, which is gonna be called State of the Stream. And State of the Stream is going to be, I'm going to analyze all of the different content platforms. So that's YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, that one. Yeah, the one we're here, the one we're on. And we're going to do sort of an overview of the strengths and weaknesses of them relevant to the like current time frame. That's going to be for content creators. And then if you guys are really good, we'll do something else cool. I want to watch that Ludwig talk, and we might have a couple of things to do. It'll be kind of like a chill Friday stream. How about that? That'll be fun, right? That'll be good. Then on Saturday, I'll come back to the office, and we're going to do the podcast, and then I'm going to do a couple of YouTube videos as well. So that was hella fun. I'm fucking amped. Cause I just I went from like a 3 to like I was like, oh yeah, let's turn it up to like a 15. Let's go. And just turn it on, man. That was fun. I hope you guys had fun too. Very short, but awesome. Nick says, thank you very much for coming in, man. I appreciate it. I'll email you tomorrow for a follow-up. Yeah, let me know what people thought about it and let me know if they liked it, loved it, hated it, whatever. I tried my best, so I appreciate it. Okay, that's it. End of stream. Thank you guys very much for being here. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. I will see you guys again mañana. We'll be on at like 11 PST. And in the meantime, take care of yourselves. Thank you for the incredible amount of support today. We had some serious gift subs coming in. So thank you very much to Novavu for leading the charge on that. You're a god. And also thank you very much to everybody who has gifted an enormous amount of support today or just viewed the stream. Thank you, Raishu. Thank you, Raxa Physics. Thank you very much to Sophia. Appreciate you. Z Cubic, my man. Full Metal Mudkip, Snow Stuff. Thank you. And Vasily. You guys are excellent. Everyone that viewed the stream, everyone that wanted to be here or just have some good vibes, thank you for coming out. It was awesome of you to do so. I appreciate it. I'm just like finding some good outro music. You guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow. I'll be on Discord too for the rest of the night. So just !Discord if you guys want to hang out in there. I'll be in there. All right, peace.